Welcome to Elder Voices, where we explore the deep insights and wisdom that come from a life well lived. Today, we're going to talk about something incredibly important, the things you need to let go of as you grow older. Aging can be a beautiful journey, but it comes with some realizations about what matters and what simply holds us back. We're diving into 7 things that can help you open up space for peace, joy, and fulfillment. Stick around to the end because we're going deep, and you won't want to miss a thing. If you enjoy this content, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Negative relationships. Relationships are the core of our lives. They shape who we are, they influence our happiness, and they help us navigate challenges. From family and friends to partners, these connections are what hold us together. But as we age, it becomes clear that not all relationships are positive or nourishing. Some friendships that once brought joy might start bringing stress, criticism, or even negativity. Sometimes we hold on to these relationships out of habit, or because we feel obligated or guilty, especially when they've been a part of our lives for years or even decades. But it's time to ask yourself, are there people in your life who constantly drain your energy? Do they make you feel small or always second-guess yourself? If the answer is yes, it might be time to consider letting go. Remember, letting go of toxic relationships isn't selfish, it's an act of self-preservation. Prioritize relationships that foster mutual respect, empathy, and kindness. Seek out people who lift your spirits, who celebrate your successes, and who genuinely care about your well-being. These are the connections that truly enrich your life, giving you the support and joy you deserve. By letting go of negative relationships, you make room for more meaningful connections that can bring you true happiness. Remember, as we grow older, the quality of our relationships matters far more than the quantity. Choose carefully who you allow into your inner circle. Your time and energy are precious, and surrounding yourself with positivity opens the door to a richer, more serene existence. 2. Grudges and resentments. Holding on to grudges may feel justified, especially when we've been wronged, but in reality, carrying that emotional baggage only harms us. Resentments act like invisible chains that keep us anchored to the past. They trap us in a cycle of bitterness, holding us back from fully experiencing the joy of the present. Imagine how freeing it would be to let go of all those past grievances. To let go of the weight that's been dragging you down and allow yourself the space to heal. Letting go doesn't mean pretending the harm never happened. It's about choosing peace for yourself. Forgiveness isn't about erasing what happened or ignoring your pain, it's about allowing yourself to move forward without being haunted by old wounds. Reflect on how much energy you spend replaying hurtful memories or thinking about what could have been different. Imagine waking up each day without the weight of anger or regret clouding your mind. Choosing forgiveness means choosing freedom. It's giving yourself a lighter heart, a clearer mind, and an open door to gratitude and joy. Life is too short to let bitterness rob you of peace. By releasing grudges, you're not excusing the actions of others, you're honoring your own journey and choosing to live without carrying the weight of unresolved anger. The reward is a life that's more open, joyful, and filled with the serenity that comes from embracing forgiveness. 3. Fear of change. Change can be scary at any age, but as we grow older, it might feel especially daunting. We've spent years building our routines, creating stability that we've come to rely on. But sometimes, those routines can keep us from experiencing new joys. In our later years, fear of change can close the doors to opportunities for growth, joy, and connection. This stage of life is the perfect time to step out of your comfort zone. Think about picking up a new hobby, joining a social group, or reconnecting with passions you might have put aside. Embracing change doesn't mean letting go of everything you know, it means being open to new experiences that bring energy and keep your heart engaged. Think about all the big changes you've already gone through, falling in love, raising a family, starting a career. Those moments were filled with unknowns, but they brought joy and purpose to your life. Life doesn't stop at a certain age, there are always new chapters waiting to be written. By letting go of the fear of change, you give yourself the gift of possibility, opening yourself to the thrill of growth and new memories. The best parts of life might just be waiting for you around the next corner. 4. Excessive responsibilities. Throughout our lives, we define ourselves by the responsibilities we carry. We become caretakers, providers, the dependable ones that everyone relies on. These roles shape our identity and, for many years, give us a sense of pride and purpose. But in our later years, it's important to evaluate which responsibilities still serve us and which ones have started to weigh us down. Carrying excessive responsibilities into old age can lead to emotional and physical exhaustion. The habit of always saying yes and putting others' needs above our own becomes deeply ingrained, making it hard to step back. But letting go of some of these duties doesn't mean abandoning the people you love, it means finding balance and giving yourself permission to rest. It's time to think about what truly deserves your time and energy. Letting go of excessive responsibilities is an act of wisdom, recognizing that your well-being is valuable and that you have earned the right to enjoy life without an endless to-do list. Think of the liberation that comes from shedding roles that no longer serve your happiness. This is a time to indulge in what brings you joy, whether it's reconnecting with an old hobby, exploring new places, or simply enjoying time with loved ones without the constant pull of what needs to be done. 5. Dependence on physical gratification. Physical intimacy is a beautiful part of life, a way to connect, find joy, and express love. But as we age, the nature of intimacy can shift. Dependence on physical gratification, whether it's through sex or other forms of pleasure, can sometimes be a way of masking deeper emotional needs. This dependence can leave us feeling disconnected, especially if it's used to fill an emotional void. With age comes the opportunity to experience intimacy in richer, more nuanced ways. Emotional intimacy, companionship, and shared experiences become even more valuable, bringing warmth and fulfillment that lasts beyond fleeting moments of physical pleasure. Imagine the joy of holding hands during a peaceful walk or sitting together in comfortable silence. These moments build a deep foundation of trust and connection that enrich relationships in ways that physical intimacy alone cannot. Embrace this opportunity to deepen emotional bonds, whether with a partner, friends, or even with yourself. Learning to find joy in simple, quiet moments brings a sense of fulfillment that only grows with time. Physical gratification is just one part of a much larger picture of love and connection. 6. Negative thought patterns. Our minds are incredibly powerful. They can be our best ally or our greatest obstacle. It's easy to fall into cycles of negative thinking, especially when we're worried about health, finances, or family. But left unchecked, these negative thoughts can sap the joy out of our daily lives. The first step to breaking free from negative thought patterns is to recognize them. Start noticing when these thoughts arise and question whether they're serving you or just adding to your worries. Try shifting your perspective, turn thoughts of "I can't" into "what can I do?" Practicing gratitude can also be incredibly powerful. Even on hard days, there is always something to be thankful for: a warm cup of tea, a beautiful sunset, a friend who listens. By letting go of negativity, you open yourself to the beauty of each moment. Take walks, enjoy nature, meditate, do whatever helps you stay grounded and focused on the present. The world is full of reasons to be joyful, and it's never too late to train your mind to find them. 7. Regrets about unfulfilled dreams. It's natural to reflect on the paths we didn't take and the dreams left unfulfilled. But dwelling on these missed opportunities keeps us from fully appreciating the richness of the life we've lived. Every decision, every turn you took, has brought you to where you are now, shaped who you are, and added to the unique journey that is your life. Rather than seeing unfulfilled dreams as regrets, view them as symbols of resilience. Consider the things you can still do to reconnect with those dreams, even in small ways. If you dreamed of writing, start a journal. If you wanted adventure, explore your community. Let go of regret by embracing what is possible now. The beauty of life is that it's never too late to find fulfillment. By letting go of regrets, you make space for new joys, new passions, and new friendships. Each day is a chance to celebrate the life you've lived and to look forward to the possibilities yet to come. Conclusion. Aging is about letting go of what no longer serves us and creating space for peace, joy, and deeper fulfillment. By releasing negative relationships, grudges, fear of change, excessive responsibilities, dependence on physical gratification, negative thought patterns, and regrets, you make room for simplicity, connection, and well-being. Every moment is precious. Embrace this chapter of life as a time to thrive, surrounded by what truly matters. If this video inspired you, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let us know one thing you're letting go of or something new you're embracing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom from elder voices. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms. 8. Clinging to material possessions. Over the years, it's easy to accumulate a lot of stuff. We collect belongings, souvenirs, and items that fill our homes and our lives. In some ways, these objects represent memories, achievements, or simply comfort. But as we grow older, holding on to too many material possessions can start to feel like a burden rather than a blessing. The clutter can weigh you down physically and emotionally, making it harder to find peace and clarity. As you enter this new chapter of life, consider letting go of the things you no longer need. Decluttering your space isn't just about getting rid of items, it's about making room for the things that genuinely bring you joy and comfort. Think about which items hold true meaning for you and which ones are just taking up space. By letting go of the excess, you can create a more serene environment, one that supports your well-being rather than detracting from it. Imagine the freedom of living in a space that is filled only with things that you love and use. A decluttered space can lead to a decluttered mind, allowing you to focus on what really matters, your relationships, your passions, and your peace of mind. Letting go of unnecessary possessions can be liberating. It's about recognizing that the true value of life isn't found in objects, but in experiences, connections, and memories. This is also an opportunity to share. By giving away items that you no longer need, you can help others who might find value in them. Whether it's donating clothes, books, or household items, you're not just decluttering, you're also giving back. It's a way to let go while also making a positive impact on someone else's life. 9. Unrealistic expectations. As we grow older, it's common to hold on to certain expectations, about ourselves, about others, and about how life should be. These expectations can often be unrealistic, especially when they're rooted in the past or in ideals that no longer serve us. Maybe you expect yourself to be as physically active as you were decades ago, or perhaps you expect your children or friends to behave in a certain way that fits your vision of how things should be. Unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment and frustration. They create a gap between how life is and how we think it should be, which can result in unnecessary stress and sadness. Letting go of these expectations is not about lowering your standards, it's about embracing the reality of your life as it is now, with all its beauty and imperfections. Instead of focusing on what you think should happen, try to appreciate what is happening. Life is full of surprises, and often the unexpected moments are the most rewarding. By releasing unrealistic expectations, you allow yourself to experience life more fully, without the weight of constant disappointment. Accepting yourself, others, and the present moment as they are can bring a profound sense of peace and contentment. Letting go of unrealistic expectations also means being kind to yourself. Aging comes with changes, both physical and emotional, and it's important to honor where you are now. Celebrate the strengths you have today rather than comparing yourself to a younger version of yourself. Embrace the wisdom that comes with age, and let go of the pressure to be anything other than who you are in this moment. 10. Fear of being a burden. One of the most common fears that many people face as they age is the fear of becoming a burden to their loved ones. This fear can lead to a reluctance to ask for help, even when it's genuinely needed. It can cause you to withdraw, to avoid sharing your struggles, and to try to manage everything on your own, even at the cost of your own well-being. The truth is, everyone needs help at some point in their lives. Whether young or old, we all go through moments when we rely on the support of others. Letting go of the fear of being a burden means understanding that asking for help doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Your loved ones want to be there for you, just as you have been there for them throughout your life. Think about how you felt when you were able to help someone you love. It probably brought you a sense of purpose, connection, and joy. By allowing others to help you, you're giving them the same opportunity. It's a chance for them to show their love, to give back, and to strengthen the bond that you share. Letting go of this fear also means redefining what it means to contribute. Even if you need physical help, you still have so much to offer: your wisdom, your stories, your presence. You are not defined by what you can or cannot do physically. Your value lies in who you are, in the love you give, and in the impact you've had on the lives of those around you. 11. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison is often called the thief of joy, and that's especially true as we grow older. It's easy to look around and see others who seem to be doing better, whether it's in terms of health, family, finances, or lifestyle. But comparing yourself to others only leads to feelings of inadequacy and discontentment. It's important to remember that every person's journey is unique, shaped by different experiences, choices, and circumstances. Letting go of comparison means embracing your own path and recognizing the value of your own experiences. You've lived a life filled with its own triumphs and challenges, and that's something to be proud of. No one else has lived your life, faced your struggles, or achieved your successes. Your journey is yours alone, and it's worth celebrating. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on what brings you joy. What makes you feel fulfilled? What are the moments in your life that you treasure the most? By shifting your focus inward, you can find contentment in your own life without the need to measure up to anyone else. Celebrate your achievements, both big and small. Recognize the strength it took to get to where you are today. Letting go of comparison allows you to fully appreciate your own life, to find joy in your own experiences, and to live authentically without the shadow of someone else's story clouding your view. 12. The need for constant productivity. In our younger years, productivity often becomes a measure of our worth. We equate being busy with being valuable, and we judge ourselves based on how much we can accomplish. But as we grow older, it's important to let go of the need to constantly be productive. Life is not just about doing, it's also about being, about experiencing, and about savoring each moment. Letting go of the need for constant productivity means giving yourself permission to rest, to relax, and to simply enjoy the present. It means understanding that your worth is not tied to how much you do, but to who you are. You've spent years working, providing, and contributing. Now is the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, to take pleasure in the simple things, and to find joy in moments of stillness. This doesn't mean you stop doing things altogether, it means you do them on your own terms. Pursue activities that bring you joy, that make you feel alive, and that nourish your spirit. Whether it's gardening, painting, spending time with loved ones, or simply sitting in the sun, allow yourself to do what feels right for you without the pressure to always be productive. Remember, rest is not laziness. Rest is essential for well-being, for reflection, and for happiness. By letting go of the constant need to be productive, you give yourself the gift of peace, the freedom to truly enjoy life without the relentless pressure of what's next. 13. Fear of asking questions. Asking questions is a natural part of learning and growing, but as we age, some of us develop a reluctance to ask questions. We might worry about appearing uninformed or fear that we're bothering others. This fear can keep us from seeking the information or support we need, and it can prevent us from fully engaging with the world around us. Letting go of the fear of asking questions means embracing curiosity. It means recognizing that there's always more to learn, no matter how much life experience we have. It means understanding that asking questions is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. It shows that you are engaged, that you care, and that you are open to growth. Whether it's asking a doctor about your health, asking a family member for help, or simply asking a friend about something you're curious about, don't hold back. Questions open doors to knowledge, connection, and understanding. They help you make informed decisions, deepen your relationships, and stay involved in the world around you. Remember, the people who care about you want to help, and they want to share their knowledge. By asking questions, you're not only empowering yourself, but you're also giving others the opportunity to share their wisdom and support. Letting go of this fear allows you to continue learning, to stay curious, and to fully engage with life. 14. Resistance to receiving compliments. Many people, especially as they grow older, find it difficult to accept compliments. We might brush them off, downplay them, or even feel uncomfortable when someone says something kind about us. This resistance often comes from a place of humility or a belief that we're not deserving of praise. But by refusing to accept compliments, we deny ourselves the joy of being seen and appreciated. Letting go of this resistance means allowing yourself to receive the love and recognition that others want to give you. It means understanding that you are worthy of praise, that your actions, your kindness, and your presence make a difference in the lives of those around you. When someone compliments you, take a moment to truly hear it, to let it sink in, and to accept it with gratitude. Receiving compliments doesn't make you arrogant, it makes you human. It's a way to connect with others, to acknowledge the positive impact you have, and to celebrate who you are. The next time someone gives you a compliment, try simply saying, "Thank you." Let go of the urge to downplay it, and instead, allow yourself to feel the warmth of being appreciated. Embrace the compliments that come your way as a reminder of the light you bring into the world. By letting go of resistance, you open yourself to deeper connections, to more joy, and to the simple pleasure of being valued for who you are. 15. Overcommitting socially. Throughout our lives, there can be a pressure to stay socially active, to keep up with all the events, gatherings, and responsibilities that fill our calendars. This is often rooted in a desire to be seen as dependable, engaged, or simply to avoid missing out. But as we grow older, it's important to recognize the value of our time and energy. Overcommitting to social obligations can lead to unnecessary stress and exhaustion, leaving little room for the kind of rest and reflection that is essential to our well-being. Letting go of the need to overcommit socially means understanding that it's okay to say no. It's okay to choose the invitations that truly bring you joy and to politely decline those that feel like an obligation. Your time is precious, and spending it in ways that nourish your soul should be the priority. Whether it's spending a quiet evening at home, engaging in a hobby, or simply resting, give yourself permission to focus on what feels right for you. Being selective about your social engagements allows you to fully enjoy the moments you do choose to be a part of. It means being present, engaged, and energized rather than worn out and overwhelmed. It also allows you to nurture deeper connections with those who truly matter, rather than spreading yourself too thin. Remember, quality is far more important than quantity when it comes to social interactions, especially at this stage in life. 16. Fear of vulnerability. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it is one of the greatest strengths we possess. Allowing ourselves to be vulnerable means being open, being honest, and allowing others to see us for who we truly are. As we grow older, we may build walls around ourselves, out of fear of being hurt, fear of judgment, or fear of appearing weak. But these walls can keep us from forming deep and meaningful connections with those around us. Letting go of the fear of vulnerability means embracing the courage to share your true self. It means allowing others to see your fears, your hopes, your dreams, and your imperfections. Vulnerability fosters connection. It allows others to relate to you, to understand you, and to love you for who you are. By opening up, you give others the permission to do the same, creating a bond that is built on trust and authenticity. Think of the times when someone opened up to you, shared something personal, and how that made you feel closer to them. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you invite that same closeness into your life. It's about being real, being human, and being willing to share your journey, the good and the challenging. The beauty of vulnerability is that it allows you to truly connect, to feel understood, and to find comfort in the knowledge that you are not alone. 17. The belief that it's too late. One of the most limiting beliefs that can hold us back as we age is the idea that it's too late to learn something new, too late to pursue a dream, too late to make a change. This belief can prevent us from experiencing the joy of new opportunities, from challenging ourselves, and from growing in ways that bring fulfillment and happiness. The truth is, as long as we are alive, it is never too late. Letting go of the belief that it's too late means embracing the idea that life is full of possibilities, no matter your age. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, learning a new skill, traveling to a place you've always dreamed of, or simply making a positive change in your daily routine, the time is now. Every day is an opportunity to do something different, to expand your horizons, and to add richness to your life. Think of all the people who have achieved great things later in life: authors who wrote their first book in their 60s, artists who found their passion in retirement, individuals who made profound changes well into their later years. You are not defined by your age, you are defined by your spirit, your willingness to grow, and your openness to new experiences. Let go of the belief that you are too old to start something new and embrace the excitement of possibility. 18. Attachment to routines. Routines can be comforting. They provide a sense of stability and predictability in our daily lives. But sometimes, routines can become so rigid that they limit our experiences and keep us from trying new things. As we age, it's important to strike a balance between the comfort of routines and the spontaneity that keeps life exciting and fresh. Letting go of attachment to routines doesn't mean abandoning all structure. It means being open to change, to flexibility, and to trying new things. It's about saying yes to opportunities that might disrupt your schedule but bring joy and excitement into your life. Whether it's trying a new type of cuisine, exploring a different route on your daily walk, or taking up a new activity, small changes can bring a renewed sense of energy and purpose. Breaking free from rigid routines can also help keep your mind active and engaged. It encourages you to adapt, to be curious, and to embrace the unexpected. Life is full of surprises, and by letting go of the need to control every aspect of your day, you open yourself up to experiences that can bring growth, laughter, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. 19. Resisting technological change. Technology is constantly evolving, and it can sometimes feel overwhelming to keep up with all the changes. It's easy to feel intimidated by new gadgets, social media, or the latest apps, and to resist engaging with technology altogether. But by doing so, you may miss out on opportunities to stay connected, to learn, and to make life more convenient. Letting go of the resistance to technology means embracing it as a tool that can enhance your life. Whether it's using video calls to stay in touch with loved ones, exploring social media to stay informed and entertained, or using apps that help with daily tasks, technology can be a valuable asset. You don't need to master everything, just start small, and be open to learning. Technology can also open up new ways to connect with others, to share your experiences, and to stay engaged with the world. There are online communities for almost every interest, opportunities to take virtual classes, and countless resources that can enrich your life. By letting go of the fear of technology, you give yourself the chance to stay curious, to learn, and to maintain connections that are meaningful. 20. Neglecting physical and mental health. Taking care of your physical and mental health is essential at every stage of life, but it becomes even more important as we grow older. It's easy to put off exercise, to skip doctor's appointments, or to ignore signs of stress, but neglecting your health can have significant consequences. Letting go of unhealthy habits and embracing a proactive approach to wellness is key to enjoying a fulfilling and active life. This doesn't mean you need to take on an intense fitness regimen or make drastic changes. It's about making small, consistent choices that support your well-being, taking daily walks, eating nourishing foods, practicing mindfulness, and seeking support when needed. Taking care of your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Engage in activities that bring you joy, practice relaxation techniques, and surround yourself with people who uplift you. Remember, your health is your foundation. By prioritizing it, you give yourself the energy and strength to enjoy all the things that make life meaningful. Letting go of neglect means embracing self-care, understanding that you are worth the effort, and that a healthy body and mind are the keys to experiencing life fully. 21. Holding back your opinions. As we grow older, we may sometimes feel that our voices don't matter as much, that younger generations have taken the stage, and that our opinions are no longer relevant. This couldn't be further from the truth. Your experiences, your wisdom, and your perspective are invaluable, and sharing them can make a profound impact on those around you. Letting go of the habit of holding back means allowing yourself to speak up, to share your thoughts, and to contribute to conversations. Whether it's within your family, your community, or even online, your voice matters. You have lived through times of change, learned countless lessons, and gained insights that can benefit others. Don't underestimate the value of what you have to say. Speaking up can also help you stay engaged, connected, and confident. It's a way to continue participating actively in the world around you, to share your knowledge, and to feel that you are making a difference. By letting go of the fear of being unheard or dismissed, you empower yourself to contribute, to connect, and to share the richness of your experiences with others. If you're enjoying this content and finding it helpful, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to us, and we're grateful to have you on this journey with us. 22. Fear of asking for help. There is a common misconception that asking for help is a sign of weakness. Throughout our lives, we often pride ourselves on our independence, and as we grow older, that feeling can become even stronger. We may feel that asking for help is an imposition on others or that it makes us appear less capable. However, holding on to this fear can be incredibly limiting and isolating, especially during a time when support can make life richer and more fulfilling. Letting go of the fear of asking for help means recognizing that needing assistance is a natural part of being human. It's not a sign of failure, but rather an opportunity to connect, to share, and to be supported by those who care about you. Remember, there is no weakness in recognizing that sometimes we cannot do it all on our own. There is strength in acknowledging our needs and allowing others to step in. Think about how good it feels to help someone else, to lend a hand to a friend, to offer support to a loved one, or to make a positive difference in someone's day. By asking for help, you are giving others the chance to feel that same joy and fulfillment. It's a way of allowing those around you to express their love and care for you. Letting go of this fear means opening yourself up to deeper relationships, to a sense of community, into the comfort that comes from knowing you don't have to face everything alone. 23. Reliving past mistakes. We all make mistakes. It's a universal part of the human experience. Yet, as we grow older, it's easy to fall into the habit of reliving those mistakes, replaying the past, and wishing we had made different choices. This constant replay of past errors can weigh heavily on our minds and hearts, preventing us from fully embracing the present and the future. Letting go of the habit of reliving past mistakes is about forgiving yourself. It's about understanding that you did the best you could with the information, the skills, and the circumstances you had at the time. Each mistake, no matter how big or small, was a lesson, a stepping stone that has brought you to where you are today. Without those mistakes, you wouldn't have the wisdom or the resilience that you possess now. Reflect on the lessons that your past mistakes have taught you. Instead of seeing them as regrets, view them as moments that contributed to your growth and understanding. By letting go of the constant replay of past errors, you free yourself to live fully in the present, to enjoy each moment, and to look forward to what lies ahead without the burden of what has been. Forgiveness, especially self-forgiveness, is a powerful tool for inner peace. Let go of the harsh self-judgment and embrace the person you have become. You deserve to move forward without the weight of the past holding you back. You are more than your mistakes, you are the sum of your experiences, your growth, and your capacity to learn and adapt. 24. Holding on to unrealized expectations of family. Family is often one of the most important parts of our lives, and naturally, we may hold certain expectations about how our relationships with our family members should be. These expectations may include how often our children or grandchildren visit, how involved they are in our lives, or how they respond to our needs. While it is natural to desire closeness and connection with family, holding on to rigid expectations can lead to disappointment and resentment. Letting go of unrealized expectations doesn't mean you care any less about your family. It means that you are allowing yourself to accept the reality of your relationships as they are, without the weight of unmet hopes. Each family member has their own life, their own struggles, and their own way of showing love. By letting go of expectations, you create space for authentic connection. You allow relationships to grow and evolve naturally, without the pressure of needing them to be a certain way. Focus on appreciating the moments you do share with your family, whether they are frequent or rare. Be open to the different ways that love is expressed. It may not always be in the form of frequent visits or phone calls, but in small gestures, in the care they show, and in the memories you create together. By letting go of what you think your family relationships should look like, you can find joy in what they truly are. 25. Fear of embracing solitude. Many people fear solitude, associating it with loneliness or isolation. But there is a difference between being alone and being lonely. Embracing solitude can be a deeply enriching experience, a time to reconnect with yourself, to reflect, and to find peace in your own company. Letting go of the fear of solitude means embracing the quiet moments as opportunities for growth, creativity, and contentment. Solitude allows you to explore your own thoughts and feelings without distraction. It's a time to engage in activities that bring you joy, whether it's reading, writing, painting, or simply taking a walk in nature. By letting go of the fear of being alone, you give yourself the chance to discover who you are beyond your roles and responsibilities. It's about learning to enjoy your own presence and finding fulfillment within yourself. Embracing solitude doesn't mean isolating yourself from others, it means finding a balance between connection and independence. It's about understanding that your worth and your happiness are not solely dependent on others, but are also found within. Solitude can be a time of rest, of creativity, and of deep inner peace. By letting go of the fear of being alone, you open yourself to the beauty of your own company and the tranquility that comes with it. 26. Resistance to emotional expression. Throughout our lives, we may have learned to suppress our emotions, to keep a stiff upper lip, to avoid appearing vulnerable, or to maintain a sense of control. But holding on to this resistance to emotional expression can lead to a buildup of unspoken feelings, causing stress and preventing genuine connection with others. Letting go of this resistance means giving yourself permission to feel, to express, and to share your emotions openly. Whether it's joy, sadness, frustration, or love, allowing yourself to express your emotions is an important part of living authentically. It's about being honest with yourself and with those around you. By sharing your feelings, you create space for others to do the same, fostering deeper understanding and connection. Letting go of the need to always be strong allows you to experience the full range of human emotions, which is what makes life rich and meaningful. Crying when you need to, laughing when you feel joy, and sharing your fears or hopes with loved ones are all ways to embrace emotional expression. It's not about losing control, it's about being true to yourself. By letting go of the resistance to express your emotions, you give yourself the freedom to feel fully and to connect deeply with others. 27. Attachment to past roles. As we move through different stages of life, our roles change. We may have been parents, professionals, caregivers, or community leaders. These roles often become a part of our identity, and letting go of them can feel like losing a part of ourselves. But clinging to past roles can prevent us from embracing who we are now and from exploring new possibilities that come with this stage of life. Letting go of attachment to past roles means recognizing that your worth is not tied to what you used to do. You are more than the roles you have played, you are a whole person with unique experiences, wisdom, and the ability to grow and adapt. Embrace the freedom that comes with this stage of life, a freedom to explore new interests, to redefine yourself, and to focus on what brings you joy now. Think of this as an opportunity to reinvent yourself. What are the things you've always wanted to do but never had the time for? What passions have you set aside that you could now explore? Letting go of past roles allows you to step into a new chapter with curiosity and excitement, free from the expectations that once defined you. 28. Holding on to guilt. Guilt is an emotion that can linger for years, even decades, weighing heavily on our hearts and minds. Whether it's guilt over something we said or did, or guilt over what we didn't do, holding on to this feeling can be incredibly draining. It keeps us stuck in the past and prevents us from finding peace in the present. Letting go of guilt means understanding that you cannot change the past, but you can choose how you move forward. Forgiving yourself is an essential part of letting go of guilt. Acknowledge the mistakes you made, learn from them, and then allow yourself to release the burden. Holding on to guilt doesn't change what happened, it only keeps you from living fully now. By letting go of guilt, you make room for compassion, for understanding, and for the ability to move forward with a lighter heart. No one is perfect, and we all have moments we wish we could change. But those moments do not define you. What defines you is your willingness to grow, to learn, and to become a better version of yourself. Letting go of guilt allows you to embrace the present with an open heart, to find joy in each moment, and to live without the weight of the past holding you back. If you've been enjoying this journey through the lessons of letting go, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content. Your support means a lot to us, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let us know what resonates with you, and share your experiences with letting go. 29. Attachment to a fixed identity. Throughout our lives, we often develop a fixed idea of who we are. We define ourselves by our careers, our roles within the family, or by the labels others have placed on us. These identities can feel comfortable, like a well-worn piece of clothing. But holding on to a fixed identity can also become limiting, especially as we enter a new phase of life. It can prevent us from exploring new possibilities, from growing, and from discovering aspects of ourselves that we may not have recognized before. Letting go of attachment to a fixed identity means embracing the idea that who you are is fluid. You are not defined by a job title, by what others expect of you, or by the roles you have played in the past. You are a multifaceted individual, capable of change, growth, and transformation. This stage of life is an opportunity to redefine yourself on your own terms, free from the expectations that may have held you back in the past. Think about the labels you have held onto, whether it's being the responsible one, the caregiver, or the professional. What if you allowed yourself to step outside of these labels and explore other aspects of who you are? Perhaps you are an artist, a storyteller, or an adventurer at heart. By letting go of a fixed identity, you give yourself permission to evolve, to experiment, and to fully embrace who you are now, without the constraints of who you used to be. 30. Fear of expressing boundaries. Setting boundaries is an essential part of maintaining healthy relationships and protecting your well-being. However, many people struggle with expressing their boundaries, fearing that it might upset others or lead to conflict. This fear can lead to feeling overwhelmed, overextended, and even resentful, especially when your own needs are constantly being put aside for the sake of others. Letting go of the fear of expressing boundaries means recognizing that your well-being matters just as much as anyone else's. It means understanding that setting boundaries is not an act of selfishness, it is an act of self-respect and self-care. By clearly communicating your needs and limits, you are creating an environment in which you can thrive, and in which your relationships can be more balanced and respectful. Boundaries can be simple yet powerful. They can be about how much time you are willing to spend on a certain activity, how you expect to be treated, or what you need in order to feel comfortable and at peace. By expressing these boundaries, you give others a clear understanding of what you need, and you allow them to respond in ways that support you. Letting go of the fear of setting boundaries is about valuing yourself enough to protect your energy, your time, and your emotional well-being. 31. Fear of letting go of control. As we grow older, we may feel the need to hold on to control over our environment, our schedule, or even the people around us. This desire for control often stems from a fear of the unknown or a sense of vulnerability. However, holding on to control can be exhausting, and it can prevent us from experiencing the spontaneity and joy that come with embracing life's uncertainties. Letting go of the need to control everything means trusting that things will work out, even if they don't go exactly as planned. It means allowing others to take the lead, accepting help when it's offered, and being open to the unexpected twists and turns that life brings. By releasing the need for control, you make space for new experiences, for growth, and for the beauty that comes from surrendering to the flow of life. Think about the areas of your life where you feel the most need for control. What would happen if you let go, even just a little? Perhaps you would find that others step up to support you, or that the world doesn't fall apart when you release your grip. Letting go of control is not about giving up, it's about trusting yourself, trusting others, and trusting life itself to unfold in the way it is meant to. 32. Fear of discomfort. We all seek comfort, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental. But the pursuit of comfort can sometimes lead us to avoid situations that challenge us or push us outside of our comfort zone. This can prevent us from experiencing growth, from learning new things, and from discovering what we are truly capable of. Letting go of the fear of discomfort means embracing the idea that growth often comes from stepping into the unknown. Discomfort can take many forms. It might be the discomfort of trying something new, of facing a fear, or of confronting difficult emotions. But by avoiding discomfort, we also avoid the opportunity to grow. Letting go of the fear of discomfort means being willing to face challenges, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. It means understanding that discomfort is often a sign that we are moving beyond our limits and expanding our horizons. Think of the times in your life when you faced discomfort and came out stronger on the other side. Whether it was learning a new skill, facing a difficult situation, or overcoming a fear, those moments of discomfort led to growth, resilience, and a deeper understanding of yourself. By letting go of the fear of discomfort, you open yourself to new experiences, to growth, and to the realization that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. 33. Attachment to the past. The past is a part of who we are. It shapes our memories, our experiences, and our identity. But holding on to the past too tightly can prevent us from fully living in the present and embracing the future. Whether it's longing for the good old days or dwelling on what could have been, attachment to the past can keep us stuck in a place that no longer serves us. Letting go of attachment to the past means finding peace with what has been and focusing on what is and what will be. It means honoring your memories without letting them define your present. The past will always be a part of you, but it doesn't have to be the place where you live. By letting go of attachment to the past, you free yourself to create new memories, to experience new joys, and to live fully in the here and now. Reflect on the memories that you hold on to, the ones that bring joy as well as the ones that bring pain. Acknowledge them, honor them, and then let them rest. Your life is happening now, and there are new experiences waiting to be embraced. By letting go of the past, you give yourself the gift of presence, of being fully engaged in each moment, and of creating a future that is rich with possibility. 34. Fear of being honest about your needs. Many of us have spent our lives putting the needs of others before our own. We may have been caretakers, providers, or the ones who always made sure everyone else was okay. But as we grow older, it's important to be honest about our own needs and to communicate them openly. Holding back out of fear of being a burden or of upsetting others can lead to feelings of resentment, exhaustion, and loneliness. Letting go of the fear of being honest about your needs means recognizing that your needs are just as important as anyone else's. It means understanding that taking care of yourself is not selfish, it is necessary. By communicating your needs openly, you allow others to understand how they can support you, and you create relationships that are based on mutual care and respect. Think about what you need in order to feel happy, healthy, and fulfilled. Whether it's more time for yourself, help with daily tasks, or simply the space to rest and recharge, be honest about it. Letting go of the fear of expressing your needs allows you to receive the support you deserve and to create a life that nurtures your well-being. 35. Fear of letting go of old beliefs. We all carry beliefs that have been shaped by our experiences, our upbringing, and the people around us. These beliefs can be comforting, providing a sense of certainty and structure. But some beliefs, especially those that limit us or no longer serve our growth, can become barriers to living a full and open life. Letting go of old beliefs means being willing to question what you've always held to be true and being open to new perspectives. Letting go of old beliefs is not about abandoning your values, it's about recognizing which beliefs are helping you grow and which are holding you back. It means being open to change, to new ideas, and to the possibility that there might be a different way of seeing the world. By letting go of beliefs that no longer serve you, you create space for growth, for understanding, and for a deeper connection to yourself and to others. Think about the beliefs that you hold. Are there any that feel limiting or that no longer resonate with who you are now? What if you allowed yourself to question them, to explore new ideas, and to be open to change? By letting go of old beliefs, you give yourself the freedom to grow, to evolve, and to live a life that is aligned with your true self. If you're finding value in this journey of letting go, please consider liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and turning on notifications so you never miss an update. We'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Share your thoughts, your experiences, and let us know what resonates with you. Your support means so much to us, and we're grateful to be on this journey with you. 36. Holding on to regret about aging. Aging is an inevitable part of life, yet many people hold on to regrets about getting older. They may long for the days of youth, feel frustrated by the physical limitations that come with age, or wish they could turn back time. This regret can cloud the beauty of the present moment and prevent you from fully embracing the joys of where you are now. Letting go of regret about aging is about accepting that every stage of life has its own unique gifts and challenges. Aging brings wisdom, perspective, and a deeper appreciation for the simple joys of life. Letting go of regret allows you to focus on what you can do, rather than what you can no longer do. It's about celebrating the experiences, the lessons, and the resilience that you've gained over the years. Every wrinkle tells a story, every gray hair represents a journey, and every day is a chance to live fully in the here and now. Embrace the present, honor the past, and look forward to the future with curiosity and hope. Let go of the idea that aging is something to regret, and instead see it as an opportunity to continue growing, learning, and finding joy in new ways. You are still here, still capable, and still able to make beautiful memories, and that is something to celebrate. 37. Fear of losing independence. The fear of losing independence is a common concern as we age. The thought of relying on others for daily tasks or making important decisions can be daunting. But holding on to this fear can lead to isolation, anxiety, and a reluctance to ask for the support you need. Letting go of the fear of losing independence means understanding that needing help is not a loss of dignity, it is simply a part of the human experience. Independence doesn't just mean doing everything on your own, it also means making your own choices about how you want to live, even if that includes accepting help. By letting go of the fear of losing independence, you give yourself permission to create a support system that allows you to thrive. It's about recognizing that true independence comes from making choices that prioritize your well-being, even if those choices include seeking help from others. Allow yourself to see the value in interdependence, in building connections where everyone supports one another. Whether it's family, friends, or caregivers, the people around you want to help, and accepting that help can lead to a richer, more fulfilling life. Letting go of the fear of losing independence is about embracing the freedom to live authentically, with the support and care that you deserve. 38. Resisting new relationships. As we grow older, it can become easy to resist forming new relationships. We may feel that our social circles are already set, or we may fear the pain of losing someone. But letting go of the resistance to new relationships is crucial to keeping life vibrant and meaningful. Each new person we meet brings the possibility of connection, understanding, and shared joy, no matter our age. Letting go of resistance to new relationships means being open to new friendships, new communities, and even new romantic connections. It's about allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to take the risk of caring for others, and to share your life with those who cross your path. Every connection, no matter how brief or long-lasting, has the potential to enrich your life in unexpected ways. Think about the people who have come into your life over the years, the friendships that have brought laughter, the support that has lifted you up, the love that has given you strength. By opening yourself to new relationships, you allow for more of these beautiful experiences to unfold. Life is about connection, and letting go of the resistance to forming new relationships allows you to continue experiencing the joy and depth that come from human connection. 39. Fear of letting go of possessions with sentimental value. Many of us hold on to possessions that have sentimental value, items that remind us of a specific time, place, or person. These objects can hold deep meaning, but they can also create clutter and become burdensome as the years go by. Letting go of the fear of parting with sentimental items doesn't mean losing the memories associated with them, it means creating space for what truly matters now. Consider which items truly bring you joy and which are simply taking up space. Perhaps you have a box full of old letters, trinkets, or memorabilia that you never look at, yet feel obligated to keep. Letting go of some of these items doesn't mean letting go of the memories. You can honor the past in ways that don't involve holding on to every object. For example, take photos of items you want to remember, or write down the stories behind them. By letting go of the physical clutter, you create space for peace and clarity. It's about recognizing that the memories live within you, not within the objects. By choosing to keep only those items that truly hold meaning, you make room for new experiences and the freedom to live more lightly. 40. Holding on to outdated roles and relationships. As we age, the dynamics of our relationships often shift. Perhaps you were once the primary caregiver, the breadwinner, or the person everyone turned to for advice. Holding on to these roles, even when they no longer fit, can create tension and prevent your relationships from evolving naturally. Letting go of outdated roles means embracing the current reality of your relationships and allowing them to grow in new and healthy ways. Maybe your children are now adults, and it's time to let them take the lead in certain aspects of life. Perhaps your partner is now the one taking on responsibilities that you used to manage. Letting go of outdated roles doesn't mean you are any less important, it means you are allowing your relationships to adapt to the present moment. Embrace the idea that relationships are fluid, and that each person has different strengths at different times. By letting go of outdated roles, you make room for a deeper, more authentic connection. You allow others to step into their strengths, and you give yourself the space to explore new ways of relating and contributing to the relationships that matter most. 41. Avoiding difficult conversations. Difficult conversations are something most of us try to avoid, whether it's discussing end-of-life wishes, setting boundaries, or addressing unresolved issues. But avoiding these conversations can lead to misunderstandings, resentment, and a lack of closure. Letting go of the fear of having difficult conversations means embracing honesty, openness, and the courage to address what truly matters. Having difficult conversations can be uncomfortable, but they are also an opportunity for growth, understanding, and connection. Whether it's discussing your wishes with loved ones, expressing your feelings about an unresolved issue, or setting boundaries that protect your well-being, these conversations can bring clarity and strengthen your relationships. By facing these conversations head-on, you are giving yourself and those around you the gift of honesty and understanding. It's about creating a space where everyone feels heard, respected, and supported. Letting go of the fear of difficult conversations is about choosing connection over avoidance, and authenticity over silence. 42. Fear of embracing new beginnings. Every ending is also a new beginning. Yet, as we grow older, we may become hesitant to embrace new beginnings, whether it's moving to a new place, starting a new hobby, or even adjusting to changes in our relationships. The fear of stepping into the unknown can keep us stuck in the past, preventing us from experiencing the beauty of new possibilities. Letting go of the fear of embracing new beginnings means seeing change as an opportunity rather than a threat. It means understanding that life is a series of cycles, and each ending opens the door to something new. Whether it's downsizing your home, exploring a new interest, or meeting new people, these new beginnings are opportunities to continue growing, to discover new passions, and to create a life that brings you joy. Think of all the beginnings you've experienced throughout your life. Each one brought something new, something beautiful, and something valuable. Embrace the idea that there are still new adventures waiting for you, and that every day is a chance to begin again. By letting go of the fear of new beginnings, you open yourself to the possibility of joy, growth, and a life filled with fresh experiences. Conclusion. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that letting go is not about losing, it's about gaining freedom, peace, and the ability to live fully in the present moment. Whether it's letting go of fears, outdated roles, or the things that no longer serve you, each act of letting go creates space for something new, for joy, for connection, and for a deeper sense of fulfillment. Aging is a beautiful journey, one that offers the chance to reflect, to grow, and to embrace the wisdom that comes with experience. By letting go of the burdens that weigh you down, you allow yourself to move forward with lightness and grace. You have the power to shape this chapter of your life in a way that brings you true happiness, contentment, and peace.